It's one of the main reasons that it's hard to hunt with Jared.
No. Let's start it off like this then. Alright, this is Jacob Mack, Jared Mack, and Stephen Davis with Fin Feathers and Racks. Steve-O we like to call it. This is gonna be a little mini series, kinda just stories from the hunting room. Probably a lot of funny stories because half of our hunts don't go as planned. So Stephen just reminded us of how hard it is to hunt with Jared. I'm gonna go ahead and tell a story first. So we sitting in a blind, and this happened on multiple occasions. He don't like birds.
Owls.
So any
Owls,
owls. Yeah. But we was sitting in a blind in the back. I think Kerrigan was with us, my wife. And a bird flies up on the edge of the blind, and he immediately gets his stare like he's fitting to blow his brains out. And I just know he's going to ruin the whole hunt. He's done it before. Blaine can testify. So I get tickled. He starts really laughing. And then we ruin the hunt because we both just bust out laughing. And then once he starts laughing, I start laughing, or anybody else, it's over with.
It's every time, though. That's what...
Pretty much every time. How we kill stuff,
I'll never understand it.
No clue. It just, I don't know.
I mean,
the last time to go if we kill something. So.
The last time I think I hunted with Jared, like the hunt together, like a double set. He was supposed to be the cameraman today. I was in the hot seat. We was, it was, a day after Kimber was born. I left the hospital early so we could make opening weekend.
That's dedication.
That's dedication. I told the nurse we didn't have insurance. She let me out early.
Right.
But, so we set up. It was me and Jared. I think you and Blaine, or you and Devin. And we should go. It was opening weekend. It was deer season. We were going for deer.
Yeah.
But of course the pigs.
Oh, it takes a turn every time.
So we're walking into the stand. We just dropped you and Devin off, and we're walking. All of a sudden, you can hear the pigs grunting and kind of rustling around. And I was like,
Jared don't like that anyway.
Yeah, well, it was like, this ain't good. But I didn't really think it was that serious at first, because Jared's always joking, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So I was like, okay, well, we're okay. Well, the next thing I know, Jared's got me dang near picked up, and we were running up the stand.
So we got to a point though where we were probably 60 yards from the food plot and the stand where we were going, and the pigs started coming down the wood line beside us, probably 30 yards from us. So I was like, all right, Stephen, we'll pass them up. We'll be all right. We'll get to the stand. They're going to come back out the backside of the property.
Plan A.
Yeah. So we get there, and we probably get 10 yards from the stand, and a palmetto exploded behind me. And they were coming full force.
I think when we finally got to the stand, we counted, it was like 27.
Yeah. So
that's pretty good. I'm just impressed y'all counted that high.
That's when business picked up. I started telling Stephen, get up the stand, so I can hear them right behind me. You will figure this out if you watch a couple more of these. I'm a runner. I am not staying.
Not good at it.
I'm not.
It's just the fact that
yeah.
you're willing to do it.
I'm not staying around something that's going to hurt me. I'm getting away from it. So Steven starts up the stand. Well, his feet's off the ground and mine ain't. So I just made sure my feet were off the ground with Steven sitting on my shoulder. And
I think you were supposed to climb first, though, because the way the double set was set up.
Yeah, his stand was higher than yours.
Was higher.
Right. But anyway, we made it happen. We got in the seat.
Plan B, yeah.
Steven got in the hot seat, and then you tell him what happened after that, Steven.
It was crazy. Like it would have been all like. I hate it now thinking about it because we're telling the story, we're not showing the story. Because we had everything ready to film.
Well, and it happens so fast sometimes. The camera thing just don't work.
But if we would have been able to get the camera, like I swear you wouldn't have to edit nothing. It would look just like it is on TV, just like it is on
Timing
YouTube.
and everything.
Timing and everything.
Right.
It would have been live action, straight up, shot, kill, recovery. I mean, we're talking 15 minutes.
Right.
But the pigs come in, and like I said, there's like 27 of them. And I'm sitting there, I'm kind of taking my time, I'm wanting to pick the right one. I'm wanting to make my shot count. They had one little sow. She came in. She was 15, 20 yards maybe. I mean, perfect shot. Well, I'm taking my time. I'm getting back. My peep sight's twisting, so I'm over there trying to gnaw on it to get it to twist right. And then Jared, Steven, take the shot. Steven, take the shot.
Well, that's only because, all right. So the small pigs come in where the feed was. Well, there were probably 15 of those, maybe 20 of those, and then the big pigs, the really big pigs, which we've got trail camera pictures that we can probably add into this and show you the really big pigs. They were probably 40 yards in the food plot, and if you've hunted any amount of time, when an animal throws his nose up,
They smell you.
they smell you.
Especially a hog.
Yeah.
So Stevens drew back on the pigs that he's watching, and I'm watching further to make sure, because if one leaves, they all leave, and we really wanted this to happen. So that's why I was kind of rushing the shot, but I rushed the shot, and I tell you what, Steve, he put it in her bread basket.
I was. I mean, first kill with that bow.
Right.
I think it literally just got that bow, like right before
You
season.
didn't have it long.
I hadn't had it long. Matter of fact, the guy who had it, I traded for that bow.
Right.
A lot of people are going to see me home with a Hoyt and think I got money. No. I traded up. You know, I bought a cheap AR-15, and I never used it, and I always wanted a Hoyt. So guy was like, "Look, I need a gun for my kid. You know, AR-15 is perfect, less recoil. You know, we'll make the trade right now." I was like, "Deal. You know, let's do it." So I made the trade. It had cheap arrows. I mean, I'm talking Walmart, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't. It wasn't set up like most Hoyts you would see. You know, I mean, it was. But that's all I had. I bought. I think the only thing I bought for it was the kill zones. I bought those broadheads for it.
Then they definitely showed out.
Yeah, they showed out. They could.
They
They earned their money
20
that
yards
day.
in the woods.
And so, but to show how lucky I got to on that, I took that bow to a local bow shop to get it checked over and all that, and I was getting new arrows. I was swapping arrows. I went to a small diameter arrow, and the guy, he put it on his draw board, and he checked everything, and he's like, "Dude, this bow is ridiculously out of whack." Like, he's like, "Your fletching is touching the side of your thing, is kicking off. Your loop's in the wrong spot. Like, whoever set this up didn't take their time and set it up."
Hence why you were gnawing on your.
It's not on the peak. So I told him, I was like, "Well, I mean, dude, I just got my first kill with this bow. I mean, everything went according to plan." He's like, "Bro, if you'd have had it right," he said, it'd have been lights out. She probably wouldn't have went no further than 10 yards. I mean, I think she only went 30.
Yeah.
But all in all, it was a great hunt. I enjoyed it, and always get to enjoy going with Jared, because you know you're gonna laugh. You know you're gonna have a good. You're not gonna be bored. That's one thing I can't stand in the deer stand. Even though you're supposed to be, quiet, listening. Well, we need to be serious. It's about having fun too.
I don't see how people go
Oh,
for hunting season being serious the whole
oh,
time.
yeah, it makes it not as fun. I mean, it makes it
Every story would be, I got in the deer stand and the
And-
deer walked out and I killed him.
Yeah,
There wouldn't be no
how
dropped
did
my
it-
release getting in the stand.
Yeah.
The deer was walking out, I had to climb down to get my release and
Yeah.
run off, and luckily it came back,
Oh yeah,
We're waiting on a hog to come in, and just an owl happens to come in, and somebody scares him completely off. Blows the top
Well,
of
the
the
good
tree out,
Lord knows
scares the
how.
owl
The
off.
good Lord knows how to play jokes on you. I mean, that's what He does to me every time I get in the stand. Something is going to happen to me that just freaks me out, and I love it. Sorry, Blaine. I mean,
Yeah.
I told you when the owl first hit the food plot. I told you he was coming to me. He landed 50 yards from us, and then he landed 3 yards from me in the tree. So I shot to scare him, and it worked.
Yeah. My
So-
thing was, I'm sitting up front. I don't know if it was me and Ziggy or me and Devin at the time. And I hear a shot. Wasn't with a bow, obviously, because we're 200 yards apart, 300 yards apart. I hear a doggone pop go off from a 22. And I'm like, well, they done shot one, it didn't come in close enough, or it was moving around, so he shot it with the rifle. No, Blaine texted me, well, Jared just ruined the hunt, possibly, because of a screech owl come too close.
Yeah.
So he decided to
But since
sound
they're
one off
vicious,
and scare it off.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When they land and turn his head all the way around.
They're obviously there to kill you, right?
Yeah, when they turn their head all the way around and look at you, he didn't have to look at me. He could have stayed looking the way he was looking.
He had 360
You know?
degrees.
He was
off
letting
looking
you
at
know that he knew.
Yeah, he
Right.
knew.
So he could smell the fear.
I show my dominance when I'm in the woods.
Right.
So, I mean,
About 1,250 feet per second at a time.
I showed my dominance. I picked you up a ladder.
Yeah, I'm a big old boy.
Yeah, it's all
And
about
they
showing
climbed
dominance.
around you.
They climbed around me.
Climbed around you to get in the little lock on.
Yeah.
That's 100 years old.
Yeah, top of the food chain, man. You gotta keep it
Right.
that way.
Just gotta keep on
So,
keeping on.
I figure if I can get everything back there more scared of me than I am it, I'll be okay.
I tell you what, that day ever comes up, that'll be a glorious day because
Yeah.
I really don't think we'll ever see that.
No, probably not.
I know we've been giving them coons a problem back there, but we've shot two nights in a row. And there was 6 in there last night.
I don't
I guess
get it. Like,
some of them move out and like, oh, it's like a vacant house or a bird's nest. They're like, oh, we're going over there now.
that's like I haven't even had a problem with coons yet. I got two. One's big, a big old boy. Yeah, he's eating his fair share.
We've
But,
been bringing the dogs back there and putting a hurting on them. We're 100%. We killed 3 one time, I think 4 one time, and then we killed 1 each night this past weekend. And then last night there was 6 of them in there, big
Yeah.
ones at one time.
My biggest thing is crows. I got 3 crows. They're on the hit list. Oh, Edgar, Allen, and Poe.
Right.
Right.
And it's not that they eat a lot. They don't eat a whole lot. They're there all day long, but they take so many pictures, like little glamour shots.
Run the battery down again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You obviously swapped to a tax cam.
Oh, obviously, I by far.
Yeah.
By
We have
far.
a whole nother video sitting in this very room talking about
Yeah.
every problem we've had. And some people don't, but every problem we've had with spy points.
Well, like I mean,
And
so everybody I've talked to, like since I swapped to Tacticam, obviously not a sponsor. Everything we do is paid for by us, and I'm not gonna tell somebody, hey, go try this out unless I've bought it and it works.
Yeah.
So I've had the spy points. I've had Wild Game Innovations.
we've had the Moultries.
Y'all have had the mold.
We didn't have any problem with the regular Wild Game Innovation cam.
No. Regular ones are great. Work great.
I haven't tried the actual cell cams out for them yet.
I did. I had one, and it's the same concept with everybody that I talked to that had great luck with the spy points. It was the upgrades, like constantly having to have them upgraded. The Tacticam, I don't think.
Well, the thing about the Tacticam, they upgraded in the field, I'm pretty sure. And the Moultries do too. The only bad thing I had to say about the Moultrie is the Walmart one they come out with never did work right. It was a XO or something like that.
Yeah. I think we
I
got
had the Moultrie Delta and it was awesome. Like best camera I've owned. I would put it right up there with the Tacticam. The only problem I had out of it, I took it out of the woods and went to turn it back on. I had it for about 4 or 5 months at this time, and it just never come back on. I put 4 or 5 different sets of batteries in it, see if that's what it was or whatever. I really don't know what it was. I wouldn't shy away from buying one by no means,
Yeah.
but since I've started Tacticam, I just soon stick with them.
Well, my thing is like even the lower model Tacticam like I have, which I believe is the Reveal X. A Gen 1 at that. It's not even the Gen 2.
Right, I think I have the 2 and I have the XB.
Yeah, the one you recently bought was the XB.
Right.
But for the price that I paid, I bought a 2-pack. For the price I paid, I mean, there's no different than any other cellular cam out there. I mean,
Well, they have the I guess the more expensive brands, the Coverts and Wise Eyes, and I've dealt with Coverts a lot with Dylan, at his place, and he switched mostly to the Wise Eyes now, which they're awesome. They're just a little higher price point than I want to pay, or some people around there want to
the
pay.
Wise Eyes,
But they are awesome.
You don't have a contract with them, do you? I think that's
They,
once you pay. I don't know.
I know the really good thing. The Wise Eye comes with the solar panel, keep it charging. What I've heard, I'll probably get one this year to try, just to check it out. But from what I've heard, that they do very well. I know our buddy Dylan, He keeps them out. I mean, he's got 3 different properties he hunts, and he keeps them out pretty much all year long. And from what I've heard, as far as I know, he hasn't had any problems with the wise eye. I've seen pictures that they take quality pictures.
Yeah, they're great.
But as far as fence feathers and racks balling on a budget, you know, the Tacticam is still just
bang for your buck.
it's so hard to beat.
You think about already. I mean, Tacticam's been out for years with action cameras. I mean, great action cameras at that. I mean, it's been balling on a budget, just like Jared said. I mean, they're cheaper. I mean, you're not spending the same money you'd spend on a GoPro or any other ones out there. I mean, you're getting a very, very good camera. So Tacticam was able to tap into their already knowledge of a good picture, and then learn the cellular game and jump in, you know, feet first and just and rock it.
Right, the XB, the new cell camera has 24 megapixels, and
That's
it's awesome.
that's perfect. I mean, you think about. I mean, half the places we put cameras up is under shade, and
Right.
deep in the woods.
Sometimes underwater.
Oh yeah, sometimes underwater.
And like they said, we don't have new sponsors or no experts
everything-
anytime soon.
Everything we do is
but,
bought by a regular job. You know,
right. Sponsored by my job.
it's sponsored by.
Now, Hills Equipment in Livingston helps us out.
A lot.
Discounts.
Yeah.
Very good people. Family, pretty much.
Only if you're
P-Malls, awesome.
Yeah.
You
And if
know,
you're in the
same
area,
way.
Hill on the Hills note, they're like the only person that sells the Massey Ferguson tractors around here.
And the Wise Eye camera.
And
they
the
have
Wise
a
Eye
whole,
camera.
They have a whole tractor dealership, lawnmower dealership,
And hunting stuff.
and a whole outdoor store in there. So
I mean,
they
you
sell
can't-
PSC bows, and I think they're working on getting another line. I'm not sure, but camouflage.
Yeah.
Their camouflage line is great.
It's awesome.
Man.
It's Paramount. It's what the
yeah,
company
it is.
is. They go through, but it's
It's
warm. I have the early winter, midwinter style. Jared has the late winter. It's like wool on the outside. It's
And
warm.
But the
Blaine
wool,
actually, I think, is working on
Yeah.
buying some or
the
waiting for me to
wool,
get some
the
in.
wool on them. It's not like the stiff wool that just
It's
it eats
fine.
at you and aggravates you. It's comfortable.
Definitely comes in handy.
It's comfortable. It's where we hunt out up north. Yeah, I mean it's colder than it is here, and 0 problems at all. In the winter, you don't. The thing I like about it is it's not to the. It keeps you warm, but it's not to the point where you're soaking wet. When we hunt out of saddles, and I mean putting a saddle up's not hard, but it's work. And when you get in your saddle, you're not drenched, soaking wet when it's 30 degrees outside, and then you freeze your butt off the rest of the hunt.
Right.